Welcome back. The Singapore International Festival of Arts, or Sifa, returns this Thursday with the aim of inspiring artists and audiences alike.
It's unveiled a stellar lineup of programs which include interactive and technological elements as well to draw people in. And we've got the festival director, Gaurav Kripalani, to tell us more about it. Gaurav, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Now, firstly, give us the context then. It's a diverse festival. Is there a philosophy behind it that connects all the different things happening?
I think the key thing is the Singapore International Festival of Arts is in its 42nd year. It is our pinnacle arts festival. It works with the very best arts in Singapore, and we bring in the very best from around the world. And I think in that 3-week duration, what's exciting for audiences and for artists, it's a chance to experience game-changing work that you wouldn't get a chance to see unless you went somewhere else. And we bring it to our shores. I mean, if the philosophy behind it is to make sure there is work that appeals to your first-time arts goer as well as your arts aficionado. And I think if we can achieve that in 3 weeks, I really hope that everybody realizes that in the month of May, we are going to see some of the very best art you can ever see.
Okay, you mentioned that game-changing works. What are some of the game-changing works that we can expect? Give us an example.
So I think based on what I said, there's a very broad range of work, and it is about choosing artists who are spectacular in their fields. So for example, our 3 big shows at the Esplanade, we start this weekend on Thursday with Beware of Pity, which is Schaubühne Berlin actors, who are some of the best actors in the world, directed by Simon McBurney from Complicité, who's one of the best directors in the world. If you want to see one of the best plays you've ever seen in your life, that's where you need to be this weekend. The following weekend, we have an incredibly beautiful multimedia work called Still by a collective called Dumbtype. And what this incorporates is technology, movement, projection. The entire Esplanade stage gets covered in water, and you have still photographs being projected, and reflection in the movement of the performance. It's just visually stunning. And then in the 3rd weekend, we present Sasha Waltz, who is probably one of the foremost choreographers in the world. So you have Sasha Waltz's company doing a work called Corpa, which means body. So if you want to see a powerful, impactful work which incorporates dance and theater, that is the one to see on the 3rd weekend. So those are our big shows. One of the things we're doing this year for the first time is we're doing a show for families. So again, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday over the long weekend, we have a family show, which is Peter and the Wolf. People generally know it for the Prokofiev score. This is a wonderful company called Silo Theatre from New Zealand. They've got 6 performers playing all the instruments. It's got projection, it's got puppetry. If you have a young kid, this is the show to bring, because it's visually absolutely beautiful, and it's this gorgeous, gorgeous music. So I think that's very important. We have a lot of outdoor activity that's free. We're using the National Library building on Victoria Street as our central place where you can come and see 2 incredible installations. We Can Dance, where you actually are taught choreography and it's projected on the big wall in the atrium. Or we have Relaxerette, which is a hammock. It's a Ferris wheel of hammocks. And you lie in this hammock and you get to listen to beautiful stories on headphones. It's probably the most relaxing 8 minutes of your life.
Yeah,
so come and see that. And then, of course, we finish with a big free concert in Botanic Gardens.
Well, it sounds like a fascinating something for everyone as well over the course of the 3 weeks. Tell us, one of the main objectives is to sort of help develop and grow the local art scene. How do you sort of see that sort of playing out with all these acts that are coming in to perform?
So that's a critical part. We are the Singapore International Festival of Arts. So one of the things we do is we look at the artists in Singapore who are at the pinnacle of their profession, and how can Sifa help them present or produce a work that they wouldn't normally be able to do. So for this year, we have Mysterious Litek, which is about a triple agent head of the Malayan Communist Party, done by Ho Zin Yen, which is in the opening weekend. After that, we have Checkpoint Theatre presenting a play called Displaced Persons Welcome Dinner, which is about aid workers in a refugee camp. And on the last weekend, we have a Mandarin work by Toy Factory, which is based on the Kun opera. It's a wonderful trilogy over 3 years.
Okay, so one of the aims you were mentioning is to reach out to the local art scene. But what do you think is still lacking in our local art scene, though?
What is lacking? I think one of the things, every person you ask this question to who's involved in the arts is going to say money. But we always need more money. But I think one of the things Sifa can help artists with is allow them to do work that they may not be able to do otherwise. And I think that's why these 3 weeks are very, very, very important. And it's really important to stress that if you've never been to an arts event, come and see something at Sifa, because I think as a national festival, our role really is to try and grow the audience. One of the ways we've done that is we've created Festival House. So the old Parliament House at Victoria Theatre, next to Victoria Theatre, Arts House will become Festival House for 3 weeks, and that's the epicenter. And there'll be talks, workshops, masterclasses. You get a chance to meet the artists. But if you've never been to an arts event, just come to Festival House over these 3 weeks. We will recommend things for you to go and watch. You get a chance to meet the artists. It allows you to become... We've created a pop-up bar called House Pour, where you can actually come and have a drink. And that's all you need to do to start the process. If you hang out with fellow audience, you hang out with artists, you just get into the vibe and the mood of being in a festival, which is, I think, one of the most exciting things.
Well, looking forward to that. So much to do this weekend. Steve, you can bring your kids
for the
this
next 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. And it's starting Thursday at Sifa, so don't forget you want to, go and head down there as well. Thank you so much, Gaurav, for coming in and sharing with us. Really appreciate that. Singapore Festival of Arts 2019 Director Gaurav Kripalani.